Ooh, look at that. That's extremely golden. This is, I thought I'd spice things up. In the last video, I had a penny, an old copper penny, but I thought I'd get something a bit more interesting out, and this is a gold... What is this, $1? I bought this so long ago, I can't remember. $5 from 1907. So these are, I think they're 90% gold. Yeah, 90% gold. Anyway, that's a nice little coin to start with. This is part 4 of a 5-part series. I know in the last video I said it's part 3 of a 4-part series, but no. I keep making new videos because I want to show more stuff. So I'm actually just going to stop saying that, because who knows how many parts this will be. Yeah, like, so here, this is the, let me zoom out and explain what this is. This is the base of a camera rig I have. So this bit of wood is the base. There's another larger piece of wood that goes on top. In actual fact, let me go and get that quickly. So I've got some stuff here. So this is the part that holds the camera. That sits on there. And then this obviously is where the lens goes. The lens sits in there. So the camera's up there, and that points down at this backlit base here. And it's got this weird little thing on it, right? You can see here, it's got this weird little plastic see-through. So it's see-through, so it lets the light, doesn't obstruct the light. And then this little coin that I showed you a minute ago would go on top here. And then the camera's obviously up here. That's looking down straight at the coin. And the reason it's on this little pedestal is so that the background, when you photograph the coin, the background is blurred out. So if I just turn this light off, you'll be able to see that effect a bit more. Ah, the shadow's annoying. So you can kind of see the background's blurred out, and that's on this. The lens I'm filming this on is 22mm. If you take a photo from all the way up here with a 100mm macro lens, the background is totally blurred out, so it makes cropping the photograph a lot easier, basically. And that's why I put it on a pedestal. So there's no background details at all, and yeah, it just makes it that bit easier to crop. And also it's a nice positioning point, so that I know exactly where to position the coin, and it makes it quicker because I can just put the coin straight on the thing, and I know it's perfectly in the right place. I don't have to figure out where to put it. But yeah, so this is the old setup, right? I've got a little backlight. Boop. This is just a really cheap little little artist pad, little artist drawing pad with a couple of LEDs in it. It's quite a blue light, which I don't really like because it gives the photographs a slightly blue background blur. So what I've done, basically, I've got rid of this thing, don't need that anymore. Got rid of this thing, just turn that off, and I cut a hole in the base. Look at that, that wasn't there before. And I cut this out so that I would have space for this device. Look at this device. So here you got this. This is a, see on there, there's little LEDs, little yellow things on there. This is a reel of LEDs. It's like a strip lights. Kind of like a Christmas light, but really high powered LEDs. And in this I've soldered up a load of them. So I bought this as well, which is a little dimmer, LED dimmer from China. And if I turn this on, also just a warning, the camera really doesn't like this. But yeah, you can see that it goes up in brightness, and I can dim it down. The camera might be freaking out right now, but I can control the brightness. And basically this device sits underneath here. That's going to sit in there. It's going to go on, and the light's going to come through, right? Now this will be mounted properly. And what else? Oh yeah, well, let me take the little cover off here and I'll show you how it's wired up. So the coin here, there's a hole in this light, and I'll just take off the so there's a bit of Perspex in the front of it, and what the Perspex does is it's diffuse, so it's opaque Perspex, so it diffuses the light instead of yeah, so you can't really see the individual LEDs with through it. So the idea is it's a diffuser basically. You can't see the individual LEDs because the light gets kind of like split up as it goes through the sheet of Perspex. Might be hard. Let me just put this down because it might be hard to get it. So yeah, that comes out, and then here you can see the wiring. So you've got the input here. That's where the power goes in, and then that's just taped on to the base, and it goes into the first one here. And I just cut it into strips. Basically, it's got glue on the back of the LED strip. You just glue it down, and then you solder up the little connections, and then it goes down here, and then down here, and then down here, and then down here, and then dunk, gets to the middle. And I drilled a hole in the middle of the piece of aluminium backing, and well, I'll reveal what goes through that in, I guess, in the fifth part, in the final part, because I haven't actually got the pieces yet because of the bloody Royal Mail strike, so none of the bits that I'm ordering online are turning up. But yeah, so I soldered around it. You can see the wires are like really neatly going around this hole, and then it continues on, dong 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 dong, until it gets to the end. Just turn it on again. Look at that, so cool. And yeah, I'll do one more part probably in this series, just showing all of these pieces together in their final resting place, and all sort of wired up. So this this whole rig, this is going to go along with my scales that I've been building, and it also goes with it. Yeah, obviously you've seen the photography where the camera goes and stuff. So it's all going to get put together. And yeah, I'll do one last part. Anyway, I'm repeating myself, so I'll get off there.